back. We have Jeff Parker here, and he has got some numbers for us and some other exciting openings today, and it's so nice that we're actually able to say that, isn't it?
It is. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Hey, I have some numbers. I just wanted to mention the kind of report from the Orange County. They are up to 4,376 cases, which continues to climb. The last reported numbers are 155. The interesting thing there is they're averaging about 159 a day now, which is good if they can keep that average or start to see it decrease.
Okay.
The scary thing, I guess, from the perspective is that the last 5 days averaging 159 is actually a tick increase from the previous 5 days before that. So that's one of the conditions that the governor's talking about, wanting to see that decrease in cases, wanting to see an uptick in testing, and obviously a decrease in deaths.
Right.
So trying to balance out. We had two additional reported deaths, unfortunately, on the last reporting period. Again, the testing is not real high, which interesting I was part of a webinar with our assemblywoman, and she was asking those kind of questions too. And our congressional delegation has asked the county, why aren't they increasing the amount of testing compared to the other counties that are seemingly doing more? Part of the answer is there's capabilities out there. People aren't requesting it, or they aren't following through with their doctors to do that. So I want to encourage anybody in the village that contact their doctor if they feel like they have any symptoms and they can get tested. So the possibility of getting tested is there.
Yes.
Not everybody is using that. Now they haven't opened it up to everybody. It's still people who have symptoms. So the symptomatic.
Well, right. And then, but I do know that I think we talked about this. The Orange County Health Department has opened up various sites where you can go, which will provide you testing for not testing for antibodies, but testing to see whether or not you have COVID-19.
And that's really the impetus that they want to see the county do more and more of. And that's the good news if they're heading in that direction.
Yes, great.
So one of the things with regards to that, there's been over 70,000 people tested to date, which is really good. Again, one of the real serious parts of it and watching it is we had 201 people hospitalized, 78 in the ICU. That is a little bit of a decrease over the spike that they had, which is good, but it's still over the 200 number, and I know over a 14-day period they want to see that decreased as well.
Okay.
So that's really the challenge moving forward.
Right. Yeah, it can be challenging, but nevertheless, at least their numbers overall are still way lower than I think what everybody was expecting.
And certainly lower than our neighboring counties. LA County, obviously the biggest, but Riverside County next has a lot more numbers than we do.
Okay.
So that leads me to the second point. I wanted to mention that going into phase 2 that the governor has and opening up restaurants and moving into a full-blown phase 2, his standards that he's created, San Diego County, Riverside County, San Bernardino, and Orange County haven't met that standard yet. And all 4 of them have together sent a letter to the governor saying, hey, the standard that you're creating for testing and the standard that you're creating for the numbers is so restrictive relative to the type of population in a suburban kind of environment that we hear. So they're really wanting the governor to look more like at the death rate, which for ours has been really, really low in Orange County. And so we'll see if the governor changes his tactic with regards to looking at what the 4 counties are talking about. But at this point in time, the counties can't meet that requirement to do one step further with regards to reopening. They can still do what is allowed now, which is the takeout, the curbside. But if you wanted to do in-restaurant dining inside, that's still restrictive until you pass these tests. Now, last time I looked, there's only 10 counties in all the state of California that have gone past that first hurdle. So it's going to be a slow process for rolling this stuff out.
Well, maybe, and I do like the fact that the supervisors are certainly on it. I mean, they are really on it, and it seems like every week they've got something new to report or something that they have maybe fought for and have won, which especially the beach openings. So they really are doing a lot of work for us, that's for sure.
And I would say to our residents, if you want to go on the Granicus system that the Orange County supervisors have, or if you can watch them, this Tuesday is an important one because they're looking at 2 proposals from different sides of the board that is looking at some allocation to small businesses to assist, and potentially to assist some nonprofits, which obviously we'd be in that category. So helping out and using some of the CARE money that came out of the federal government, they're looking at allocation of up to $75 million of that into allocating it to the cities or to the local nonprofits to help get them back on their feet, which would be great from not only especially the small businesses who have been impacted probably the greatest, but the nonprofits can use that assistance too as well. So along with those 2 proposals, they are also going to have an update from the Orange County Health Agency Director with regards to what he sees as a plan to see more opening up of Orange County. So it'd be this board meeting is going to be real important to see where Orange County is coming from with regards to their perspective on moving forward.
Now, in order to find information regarding that meeting, I would assume that you could go to Lisa Bartlett's webpage?
You can, or the Orange County Board of Supervisors webpage.
Okay, perfect. All right, good information. Now, let's talk about some more openings today.
So the good news is last week we opened up golf. It went really, really well, and it was beautiful weather out there, so the golfers did get out there. Today is our first day of tennis, although a little drizzle out there. We're looking forward to having our tennis players back on the course. This is singles only. We have the separation planned out. We have the reservation system all set up, so that's in place. And I'm hoping by the end of the week we'll have an announcement with regards to our next phase going into pickleball and paddle tennis will be our next grouping that we can open up. We've been in contact with LA County, who is moving forward with opening up their pickleball and paddle tennis. And so we're looking for direction specifically from OC Health and the state, but we think we're going to be able to move in that direction. And we have that protocol set up, so we'll be able to do it very similar to our protocol for tennis and golf.
You know, that's great. And the fact that if people are following the rules right now and they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, then that just means great things for everyone else. Because if you can see that people are doing what they're supposed to be doing, then, oh, hey, you know, then we trust you. We know you're going to do the right thing, and then more openings. So I think that's a really good thing. So good job, everybody out there. They're doing their part.
And to our community, just keep going the way you're going. I mean, they've done such a great job of staying at home, wearing masks when they go out. Keeping our rates so low within the village, I think it's been pretty phenomenal considering we're such a high-risk group. It's just been outstanding.
Well, great. Well, excellent news. Excellent. Thank you so much. And then hopefully we'll see you again on Wednesday with some more info.
Sounds great.
Okay, thank you. And remember, if you would like to know more information about that meeting that's happening tomorrow, you can go to Orange County Supervisors, or you could go to Lisa Bartlett's page, and I'm sure that I will have that information on how to participate in that meeting. We'll be right back.